الله وبركاته. Our book for today is Traveler 2, Module 4. Our lesson, it's about way of life. We'll get to the meaning of this phrase. Our skill for today is reading page number 54. So please open your books, page number 54. In this lesson, these are our objectives for today, our goal or our target. Identify some new words and talk about Alaska. A way of life. What is the meaning of a way of life? As you can see here, the picture, it's the behavior and habits that are typical of a particular person or group, or that are chosen by them. So when you choose your path, when you choose your behavior, this is your way of life, how you live it. This is the meaning of a way of life. We'll take this quote. If you are lucky enough to find a way of life you love, you have to find the courage to live it. So something to motivate you to live it. Discuss. What do you know about Alaska? So what's your background about Alaska? What do you know about it? As you can see it here, it's up in the north. Here it's the North America, the map of North America. As you can see here, the states, and here is Canada. So this one is up in the north. Alaska is the largest state. So as you can see, comparing to other states, this one, Alaska, is much bigger than others. By area in the United States, but compared to other states, it has the least population, the least number of people, comparing to other states. So not much people there. It's situated in the northwest. This is the northwest, as you can see here, of America. The highest recorded temperature was 38, and the lowest was minus 62. So as you can see here, before it was for this area was for Canada, and then United States, they paid money and got this area or this state. Now we'll take some vocabulary that will help us in our article for the reading. The first one, it's landscape. So what's the meaning of landscape? As you can see here, the mountains, the rivers, all of these, we can call it landscape. It's the visible features of an area of land. It's landform, how it forms this, as you can see here, and how they integrate to come with each other, natural or man-made features. By nature or man-made, if they do it by hands or by their selves. The second one, inhabitants. It's a person or animal that lives in a place. As you can see here, these are people from Alaska. So anyone or any people, they live, or animals, we call them inhabitants. Prey, it's an animal that is hunted. So when they killed these animals, we call them prey, as these are in Alaska state. Community, as you can see here, people, this is a draw of a people. It's a group of people living in the same place. So it's like a group of people, they are at the same place, the same city maybe, the same district. They live with each other. We call it community, or sometimes we call them society, or we call it society. The last vocab for today, or for this one, it's North Pole. As you can see here, the picture, it's the place on the surface of the earth which is farthest toward the north, the farthest way in the north. So when we point to the north, it's for the North Pole. Now we will move to the book. We already had this question. Now listen please carefully to the article, and then we will talk about it later.
4D.
Way of life. 1. Reading.
Alaska natives. Alaska, the largest state of the USA, will definitely impress the traveller with spectacular landscapes and a unique climate. But if you met the inhabitants, you would realize that Alaska offers more than just pretty views. It also gives visitors a fascinating opportunity to meet wonderful people and a culture very different from their own. One of the many peoples of Alaska are the Inupiat, who live in the north and northwestern areas of the state. Most Inupiat people live in small villages that have been around for hundreds of years. Others live in larger towns, like Barrow, which is the most northern city in Alaska and the United States. In Barrow, temperatures can drop to minus 49 degrees Celsius in winter. Also, because North Alaska is very close to the North Pole, it is completely dark for more than 2 months in winter, and between May and August there is constant daylight. The Inupiat are peaceful people with a lot of respect for the environment and their traditions. Inupiat villagers rely on hunting and salmon fishing for their survival. Their prey is normally caribou, fish, especially salmon, and whales. While the men go hunting or fishing, the women either work or stay at home and make warm clothes for their family. Sharing is very important for the Inupiat, and when the men catch a whale, each member of the community will be given some. Alaska is a special place, and it makes visitors wish they could go back. Some say it's the land of diversity. One thing is for sure, you've never seen anything like it.
Now let's move to the questions, and then we'll get back. What does Alaska offer visitors? What does Alaska have or has to show visitors? Where do Inupiat people live? Why is the weather in Alaska unusual, not normal? What do Inupiat people eat? What do they eat for food? What is their food? What happens when Inupiat people catch a whale? So we'll get to this after we finish from the article. So this article is about Inupiat in Alaska. Alaska natives. Natives people are the person who was born and raised at the same place. Alaska, the largest state of the USA, the biggest state. We definitely or we surely impress the traveler with spectacular landscape. Impress like admired. Spectacular, we had this one or this word before, and the meaning is amazing. Landscape, the area, the mountains, rivers, and etc. And a unique climate. Unique, it's like something special, and climate, it's the weather. Like if it's sunny, rainy, or etc. But if you met the inhabitants, the people who live there, you would realize that Alaska offers more than just pretty views. So there is more in Alaska. It also gives visitors a fascinating opportunity to meet wonderful people and a culture very different from their own. So they will see something new. One of the many people of Alaska are Inupiat. This is the name of these people, Inupiat, who live in the north and northwestern area of the state. Most Inupiat people live in small villages. Village, it's like smaller than city, with limited facilities, like small streets, not a lot of shops, and etc. that have been around for hundreds of years. Others live in larger towns, like Barrow. This is another city which is larger than village, which is the most northern city in Alaska, in the United States. So it's almost in in the northern, in the up. In Barrow, temperature can drop to minus 49. So this is, it can be minus 49 in winter. Also, because North Alaska is very close to the North Pole, which we had before, it's completely dark for more than 2 months in winter. So there is no sun for two months, for about 60 days. And between May and August, there is a constant daylight. So between May, the month of May and August, the sun will be there all the time, or daylight at the day. The Impute are peaceful people. They don't like to fight others, with a lot of respect for the environment and their traditions, respect for the mountains, the animals, and others, the area, and their traditions, their customs. Impute villagers rely and hunt on hunting. Rely, it means depend on hunting to kill animals to eat, and salmon fishing for their survival, to keep themselves alive. Their prey is normally caribou, fish, especially salmon, and whales. So they're looking for these to hunt, like caribou, salmon, and whales. While the men, if you want, let's take a look at this. This one is the caribou, whale, and salmon, one kind of fish. Now we'll get back to the article. While men go hunting or fishing, when they men mostly they go for hunt. Women either work or stay at home and make warm clothes to make them warm, because it's cold area, for their family. Sharing is very important for the Impute. Sharing, like when you give others some stuff and not keep it for yourself. And when the men catch a whale, like hunt a whale, each member of the community, of the society, or the people around them will be given some. So when they catch a whale, they will maybe cut it and then give others, like in their community. Alaska is a special place, and it makes visitors wish they could go back. So it's a special place, and the visitors who already went there, they want to go back again. Some says it's the land of diversity. We had this word before, diversity. It's like something, it's different things. One thing is for sure, you have never seen anything like it. There is nothing compared to Alaska. Now we'll move to the questions. So try to answer these questions. I will give you some time to think about it. Now check the answers. You can double check with your answers. And then here we have the words, the highlighted words in the article. So you have to match between the words and the meaning of these words, and then use these words in spaces. So pause this video and try to answer it, and then you can double check, because we don't have much time. This is all for today. I hope you got all the information that you need, and good luck. Thank you.